Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Shawn and Kenny beat Robby during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 6 would still happen. Cobra Kai was still shut down in this timeline, and Miyagi would continue to expand and grow. Miguel and Robby would still want to get Tori and Sam to get along, and those events would stay the same. Robby would still see Kenny around the valley, and he would still want him to join Miyagi, but Kenny still wouldn't want anything to do with Robby. And Shawn would still tell Robby to leave Kenny alone, but Robby wouldn't want to give up. So in this timeline, Robby would go talk to Kenny and Shawn alone, and he would still go to the batting cage. Robby would still want Kenny to join Miyagi, but Shawn would still tell Robby to back off, and he would still push him. Robby would still say the last time they fought, he struck first, and that wasn't him anymore. Kenny would still want to leave, but Shawn would still say that this will only take a minute, and Shawn would swing at Robby, but Robby would dodge Shawn's attack, and he would push him out of the way. Kenny would attack Robby, but he would block Kenny's attack and knock him down. Shawn would continue to swing at Robby, but Robby would continue blocking Shawn's attacks. This is when Shawn would grab Robby, and he would throw him on the ground. And in this timeline, Shawn would kick Robby, and he would continue to do so. But Robby would kick Shawn while he was down, and he would knock him back. Robby would get back up, and he would be a little bit injured. Kenny would continue attacking Robby. Robby would be holding back against Kenny, but he would still block his attacks. Shawn would come back in, and Shawn and Kenny would team up against Robby, and while Robby was distracted with Shawn, Kenny would use a silver bullet on Robby. Robby would be out of breath, and he would fall on the ground. Shawn would continue attacking Robby, and he would knock him out, so Shawn and Kenny would escape, and the events of Season 6 would continue. Kenny would continue training on his own, so he wouldn't join Miyagi in this timeline. Those events would continue. Eventually it would be revealed that the Seikai Taikai would take place in Barcelona, and Danny would still bring in Mike Barnes to pick the team for the Seikai Taikai, and the students would still do the challenges, and without Kenny there, Anthony would do a lot better. Mike would still choose his top 4, and Hawk, Dimitri, Devin, and Anthony would all be tied. Those events would stay the same. The final challenge would still happen. Devin and Anthony would still race, but in this timeline, Devin wouldn't put laxatives in Anthony's water, and she would fight Anthony one-on-one. Anthony and Devin would fight for the flag, but Devin would defeat Anthony in this timeline, and she would still make the team. And much like in the original timeline, Dimitri would still beat Hawk. Those events would carry on. Kreese would still want to get in contact with Tori, but Tori still wouldn't want anything to do with Kreese. Tori's mom would still pass away. Season 6 would continue. Johnny would want Miguel and Robby to fight for captain, since Miguel and Robby were top 4, along with Sam and Tori. So Miguel and Robby would fight, and the fight would be very similar. Robby would still be balanced in this timeline, and he would use a combination of offense and defense, and he would still defeat Miguel. So Robby would still be the team captain. Sam and Tori would still fight, but Tori would still be fighting with anger, and Amanda would still want to stop the fight. So Danny would still stop the fight in this timeline. Tori would say that she needed to fight, and that her mom would have wanted this, but Daniel and Amanda would say that she wasn't in the right headspace. So Tori would get mad, and she would decide to leave. Those events would stay the same, and with Tori gone, Sam would be made team captain, and Johnny and Danny would choose Hawk to take her place. Miyagi would still go to Barcelona to compete in the Seikai Taikai, and they would be surprised to see Cobra Kai there, and that Tori had to rejoin Cobra Kai. And that is where I'm gonna end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Shawn and Kenny beat Robby during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.